All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are excited about what it do. It's a beautiful Monday, my favorite day of the week. And for those of you that are coming on, I want you to hit that like button, hit that share button, and tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know Prophet Ramon, the squad, and the Ramonepreston show, they are all live today on this beautiful Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ramonepreston show. I am your host, Ramonepreston, if you don't know. And every Monday, like today, through Friday, we share information with you that we know is specifically and strategically designed to help you properly start and structure and scale your businesses, your ministries, your income streams, and even your wealth building dreams. So for those of you that are coming on, this is going to be an exciting week. I've been thinking about it since Saturday, and as long as I feel the same every day this week, I want to take a segment of our mastermind that we just hosted this past Saturday and share some information with you from each segment, because it was that powerful, it was that impactful, it was spectacular. So for those of you that are coming on, if you would be so kind, please hit the like button, hit the share button, tag someone, let them know Ramonepreston and his show and his squad, they are on, they are live, they are excited. I hope ain't nothing in my teeth, because I just got through eating a little bit of my protein box. But we ready to rock and roll today, y'all. So put the name of the city in the comments that you're watching us from, or whatever city you representing. I want you to drop the name of the city in the comments. All right. Shout out to all of our Facebook and our YouTube family. At some point, we're going to be adding to that, because we'll have podcasts, we'll have other platforms that we're streaming live from. But for now, our biggest audience is YouTube, and is that a close second for Facebook? Okay, so shout out to all of our YouTubers and Facebookers. Listen, if you have not gone to YouTube and subscribe, I want you to go to youtube.com/Ramonepreston, or just go to YouTube and type in the search engine Ramonepreston. I'm going to show up. I'm going to pop up. But youtube.com/Ramonepreston. And I want you to subscribe to our YouTube page. We have over 5,100 subscribers. Every day it goes up. Every week it goes up. Every month it goes up. But right now we have over 5,100 and something subscribers. And a lot of our subscribers just do a lot of deep diving and brain dumping and binge watching on a lot of our content, particularly the content that is connected to us teaching about the holding company concept, about entrepreneurship, about finances, about tax strategies, even about real estate investing and other topics that we discuss. So this week, I really want to take a segment from our mastermind. We just hosted a mastermind, excuse me, this past Saturday. So I knew it was going to be more than 4 hours. I actually didn't leave. The mastermind was from 12 to 4. I think I left out of here. It was probably about 8:30 that night. Of course, the mastermind, we ended close to 5? Was it about 5? I think it was close to 5 o'clock when we finished it up and ended it. May have been a little earlier or a little later. But anyway, we took about 4 to 5 hours, and we did a real deep dive. I have just the loose papers in front of me from our workbook. So we had an entire workbook, but this workbook is full of interactive lessons and a lot of exercises that we were able to flesh through and filter for everybody's business and for everybody's finances, and for everybody's life. Because the bottom line is this, ladies and gentlemen, maybe the top line as well. Here's the point I want to make. Your business is about your life. Your finances are about your life. Think about it. The better your business is, the better your finances are, the better your entrepreneurial endeavors become, the better your life becomes. Because a lot of times the quality of our lives is centered around, the quality of our businesses and the quality of our finances. And so there were a few major areas that we were able to cover in our business coaching mastermind. And I want to thank all of you that joined us virtually, all of you that signed up. I know we had a lot of people that signed up and didn't even show up for the live event. So you can know, if you signed up for our business coaching mastermind this Saturday, or if you're a member of our business coaching program and you were unable to attend in person or virtually, we have uploaded the recording to that particular course module. So if you log into your university account, RamoneprestonUniversity.com, when you log in and you look at all the courses that are on your dashboard, you're going to see the course for our August 2021 Business Coaching Mastermind. So just to give you a heads up on that, if you were not able to join us in person or virtually, you will be able to go to Ramonepreston University and you will be able to pull up the Business Coaching Mastermind. I'm actually pulling it up behind me so you could see what that course looks like. I know we had a few people who had some glitches and they were unable to find it, but if you look at the screen behind me, am I still in screen? Hopefully I am. If you look at this screen behind me right here, you have the August 2021 live virtual business coaching mastermind. So for those of you that were unable to attend, all you have to do is log into your account if you paid for the virtual event, or if you're a member of our business coaching program, that's a part of your program. You get that for free. You can go to the August 2021. Make sure you go to the August 2021. Right here beside it, you see we have a live virtual mastermind workshop bootcamp. That's not the one. It is the August 2021 live virtual business coaching mastermind. And so once you go to that particular course, you'll be able to click on there and you're going to see a couple different courses. You're going to see a couple different courses on that particular platform. I'm just opening it up to show you right here. I'm simulating what it's going to look like when you log in. So you have the 821. That's the May 15th one right there. All right. So if you go down here to the 821, you see 821 Business Coaching Mastermind Workbook. So for those of you that have access to it, this is going to be your entire workbook. You'll be able to get access to it. And then under it, you'll see part 1 and part 2. This is part 1 of the video, and this is part 2 of the video. All you have to do is go to Ramonepreston University if you paid for the course, and you could get access to it, and it's all right there for you. All right. If you have any questions or if you have any issues or concerns, just feel free to reach out to us today. If you are already a paid participant on that. So anyway, my point in bringing that up is during this mastermind, we covered a few very important sections. We covered goal setting. We covered scheduling, because your goals and your schedule that should be based on your goals are really connected to, all of those things are connected to how your business is actually going to operate. And so maybe I'll take a few moments to cover the goal and the goal setting and the scheduling today, and then we'll get into some of the other more advanced conversations this week. But I really want all of you to understand, I really want all of you to understand something, and it is this. If you have a business, if you have a financial dream, something when it comes to wealth building that you have in your heart that you want to accomplish, it's going to begin with having clearly defined goals. All right? It's going to begin with having clearly defined goals. Because when you have a clearly defined goal that's big enough for you to dream beyond your current context, you're actually making it easier for you to develop the habits and to develop the strategies and the systems and the processes and the practices to keep you moving forward. Here's what I would like to say when it comes to goal setting. Most people who don't have motivation, most people who don't have focus, most people who don't know if they're coming or going, most people who don't have certainty and clarity about their purpose, about their business, about their products, about their finances. Most people who have all those glitchy, cluttered issues in all these areas of their lives are people who don't have clearly defined goals. This is a fact. Because when your goals can be clearly defined, and when they're able to be complemented with a plan, it makes it easier for you to move forward. And watch this. Some people don't have any, and then you got a group of people who have some, but they're just not big enough. So not only do you have to have clearly defined goals, but you actually have to have goals that are clearly defined, but that are big enough to wake you up every day. How many of y'all can agree with me on that? You got to have clearly defined goals. I'm gonna see if I can pull up my graph. You got to have clearly defined goals, but you also have to have clearly defined goals that are big enough. Now, I don't even know if we still have the link up for this mastermind that we were providing for $29.99. But just in case you're watching this video, this live show today, and you're like, you know what, Ramon, I want access to that live virtual business coaching mastermind. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to text the word mastermind to 404-478-7213. If you want access to the almost 5 hours of content that we went through this whole entire mastermind with our coaching members Saturday, if you want access to it, I want you to text the word mastermind to 404-478-7213. Now, if you're asking, Ramon, what am I going to get access to and learn if I text the word mastermind? You're going to get access to an entire workbook, which is I have right here in physical form in front of me. All right. This is something that is downloadable. It is an entire interactive workbook. This is what you see behind me. And you're going to get access to part 1 and part 2. We broke it up into 2 parts of our business coaching mastermind. It was live this Saturday, so it's fresh. Literally fresh, hot out off the press. And inside of this workbook and inside of this mastermind, if you can see behind me, I know the screen is white, but you should be able to, can you see it clear? behind me, you see where our outline for our mastermind, this is what we're going to be deep diving into. So I'm going to be talking about certain sections of it this week, because I think it was just one of the most successful events that we had, in terms of literally watching people who had no clue about certain things, watching people who didn't know how to clearly define their goals. They didn't have a solid, sustainable schedule. They didn't have clarity about their business. They didn't understand how to create a sustainable business model. And within 4 to 5 hours, we had people leaving that mastermind on a whole nother level, just because we walked them through that process. So I want to hit on some of the most important aspects of these sections. So we have goal setting and scheduling. We took a lunch, of course. I shortened the lunch because I was just ready to roll. I felt like fire was coming out of my ears. I was ready to rock and roll. I had a whole lot of information I wanted to share, and I knew it was just going to be really, really, really good. And then we did a real big deep dive. We did a real deep dive, and that deep dive, I'll get into some of it. It's probably going to be maybe Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I might be able to push into some of it by tomorrow. But once we got into that deep dive, oh my God, the deep dive was centered around structure, structuring your holding company, positioning yourself in the marketplace. The deep dive was centered around sales. It was centered around how you create a pipeline and a funnel. How do you sell your products? How do you price it? We were talking about branding. We were talking about like layering your prices and categorizing your prices, layering and categorizing your services and your products and your programs. It was a spectacular. And I'm probably underselling it when I say it was a spectacular business coaching mastermind. It really was. It was spectacular. So again, if you want access to almost 5 hours of this training that I just did this Saturday with a group of coaching clients, here's what I want you to understand. Almost everybody that attended in person and virtually, they are members of our 1-year business coaching program. So they paid $5,000 to be a part of a 1-year business coaching program. And I'll talk more about the program at the end of the show, just in case you want to go all the way and you want to have access to not just 4 quarterly masterminds, because we host them every quarter for our coaching members, but you want to have access to 4 quarterly workshops, which are tailored to train you on the nuts and bolts of the core areas for business. But you may even want access to our entire blueprint game plan. You want access to our weekly live Zoom coaching calls. And as a complimentary bonus, we give everyone who joins this 1-year program a free initial one-on-one coaching session. So you literally get me for now, because that's about to change. We're in the process of changing and restructuring our whole program. So that means at some point, this 1-year business coaching program, as you know it, won't even exist. And we're already making changes today. So we have people that we've been reaching out to just for the past week or so, preparing them to know that you may call me next week, or you may reach out to us or text us one of the words you hear on one of our videos next week or 2 weeks from now, and that offer is no longer there. So if you're watching this video and you're literally live with me, or you're just a day or 2 out of a replay, you need to reach out to me. Number one, you want to text the word mastermind if you want access to this. Now, we gave people access to this who are not in our coaching program for $29.99, literally $30. I mean, you're probably going to learn $30 worth of stuff in the first segment, just on goal setting alone. You're probably going to learn more than that in scheduling. The business deep dive, you could probably learn $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 worth of stuff that you can implement just within a few days. And so if you want access to it, we're going to give you 2 options if you text me. If you text Mastermind to me, we're going to give you an option to get free access to it. We'll give you that option. You can get it for free. And we're going to give you the option to get access to it for $30. So which one sounds better, $30 or free? I think free sounds better than 30, but it's going to be up to you. All you have to do is text the word mastermind. Text the word mastermind. So today I want to talk from one of our main segments this past Saturday on goal setting and scheduling. Now I just mentioned to you, okay, that if you have a business or you have a desire to be in business, if you have a desire to change your financial situation, if you know that you want to take your money that might be funny right now to the next level, listen to me when I say this to you, okay? Listen to me when I say this to you. You need to have a clearly defined goal. You need to have a clearly defined goal. So I don't know if you know what a goal is. I don't know if you know what a goal is, but you need to take some notes today. Here is Ramon's version. Here's Ramon's definition. Here's Ramon's description of a goal. I'm going to make it real easy for you. Write this down if you're taking notes. A goal, by my definition, is a dream with a plan. That's what a goal is. A goal is a dream with a plan. Some of you that may have heard me say this before, if you don't have dreams with plans, you don't understand what a goal is. So you might need to re-listen to this. If you're on my Blueprint Game Plan program, I have a goal setting course with templates, meaning that you can download the templates to write out your goals and to write out all the things that need to complement your goals. But for the purpose of this conversation, if you have a business, if you have a ministry, if you want a business, a ministry, or organization, if you want to be financially free, it begins with you having a personal goal or understanding your personal goals. So what is a goal? A goal is a dream with a plan. So I don't want to have a whole lot of conversations with you about, oh, well, I'm trying to do this with my business. I'm trying to do that with my business. Well, what are your goals? Let's talk about your goals. Let's talk about what exactly do you want to accomplish based on what you're dreaming about. Now, the reason why I define a goal as a dream with a plan is because your goals should be your dreams. So when you think about what you're dreaming to have, I guarantee it's bigger than some of the things you're trying to get right now. So let's say, for example, let's say if you don't have a car and you're trying to get a car. Your goal shouldn't be a car. You just missed it. Let's say if you're trying to get out of debt and you in debt. Your goal shouldn't be to get out of debt. Let's say if you just want to save $1,000 because you don't have $100. Your goal shouldn't be to save $1,000. Now, do you know why your goal shouldn't be that? Because that is not big enough. It's not a dream. Trust me, if you're trying to save $1,000 because all you got is 80, you ain't around here dreaming and fantasizing about $1,000. $1,000. Man, I just wish I had that Toyota Camry. Oh my God, if I could just get that Volvo. That ain't a dream. That may be a desire. It may be something you just really, really want. But now, a dream for transportation may be a Bentley. Your dream for money may be $1 million. Now you have a big enough dream that you can complement with some plans. So if I have a dream to have 10 luxury cars paid off, even though I just need a Camry right now, even though I just need a Kia right now, even though I just need an Altima right now, but my dream is to have 10 luxury vehicles paid off. So you may be in debt right now. You may not have a whole lot of money. You might not have a whole lot of business activity, but your dreams need to be like huge. You need to go into fantasy land. Like you need to go into la la land. Like some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You around here, if I look at some of the goals you got written down, yeah, I just want to make $8,000. I want to pay off my $12,000 worth of debt. That may be a part of your goal, but you need a bigger goal on top of that. You need to start stacking dreams up. Because if I sat down with you and told you, close your eyes, and I start playing some meditation music, and I say, all right, start dreaming about what you really, really, really want to do in life. What you really, really, really want to have in life. What do you see yourself doing? You'll start saying all kind of stuff. Oh my God, I see myself, hold up. Oh, I see myself on a yacht. Oh my God, and I'm eating crackers with Grey Poupon. Oh my God, I'm drinking a virgin daiquiri. What is it, daiquiri? Some of y'all like, mine ain't gonna be virgin. But I see myself on a Gulf Stream flying around the world. You see what I'm saying? What are you actually doing? Dreaming. You are dreaming. Yeah. Oh my God, I see myself living in Buckhead in a high rise, right across from Ramon, so I can look out the window and see his office over there. I see myself on a helicopter going to work every day because I'm that rich. I see myself with millions of dollars building houses for my family and for my community. And oh my God, what are you actually doing? You're dreaming. You're dreaming. You're dreaming. You're dreaming. Some of you need to hear this. Get back to dreaming again. Like I'm not gonna just walk through this whole mastermind in one day. It's probably gonna take me this whole week. And for some of you who want to get to the meat, because see, let me just show you real quick. Let me show you some of, if you look behind me, this is the mastermind workbook. That one page alone will change your whole life. But we got a whole lot of content that we're using in this mastermind. So this mastermind is just one. Think about it. This mastermind is literally one of 8 live events I give you access to in that business coaching program. This mastermind is just one of not just 8 events, but one of hundreds of videos on my university platform, training you about goals and money and business and real estate and investing and family legacy, wealth building. This is just one, but I want you to understand it all starts with your dreams. Some of you need to get back to dreaming again. Because see, I know what happens. It happened to me. I remember, and I say this, and I don't want to say it as a joke because it's the truth. I remember when I was a kid, we grew up really, really poor. My grandma struggled. My grandma was raising 3 kids. Our parents were drug addicts. We got a white German Jewish woman trying to raise 3 mixed kids in the hood in the late 70s, early 80s. My grandma struggled. We were poor. We had roaches and rats and, oh man, it was crazy the way we lived up. We grew up. We ate government cheese. Back then it was like the government cheese and the milk, powdered milk and the you know, like the fake government corn flakes. We used to have to go out to the Catholic church once a month to pick it up. We had the Catholic van that came around every Tuesday from St. Vincent de Paul and dropped off 2 bags of 6-day-old cakes and pastries. We were poor. My grandma used to give me food stamps out of her food stamp book with a note, and I used to walk out to Winn-Dixie across the highway. She gave me permission to cross the intersection, and I would walk up to the customer care booth. I remember this when I was a kid, and I would hand the note and the food stamps to the manager, and he would read the note and he would go pick up the items and come back. When we did go shopping, when grandma got her food stamps, we used to push big buggies back to the house. We didn't have a car. We didn't have a stove. We were poor. But I can remember back when I started seeing a difference. And we're talking about a difference in terms of like, not just people in my neighborhood, but I started watching certain TV shows and I started seeing that, oh, there's a difference between rich people and poor people. I didn't understand it, but I understood enough to know that we're not them. We're different. Now, I had neighbors that the parents was in one household, the kids, you know, had toys for Christmas, they had a car. You know, I seen that there was a difference with people in my neighborhood. But when I started watching TV and like going to friends' house who had cable, and I would watch certain shows, and I was like, man, we struggle. I used to be so depressed and mad because I just didn't understand as a kid, like why we don't have anything. Why is it this bad for us? Like, what happened? And then I remember my mama used to always start talking about she got an inheritance with her white side of the family up north from the Pennsylvania Railroad. And she used to be telling all these stories like, oh, I'm going to inherit millions from my grandma and my aunt and all that. And we swore up and down we was finna get rich. And my mom used to sell us that dream over. And I don't know what truth was to it because I ain't found none of the money yet. But here's my point. I think God used my mama, who was a crack addict, who may have just been using a little bit of truth, mixing it with a lie, just to get some money from my grandma and other people, making people think she was going to inherit money because she was white and she did have rich family, the Clancys, up north. Whatever the case is, it was enough that God used for me to be like, oh my God, because I used to say that. I was like 11 or 12. I used to say, I'm going to be rich. Oh man, I'm going to be rich. The only piece of information that was wrong about that was I was thinking I was going to be rich at 12 because my mama was going to inherit money. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want you to see how God allowed that seed to be sowed for me to start dreaming. Some of y'all the same way. You might be young. You may have been watching MTV Cribs. Some of you watch people on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and social media, and you like, my God, that's me. I want to be doing what Prophet Ramon is doing. I want to be showing up to my headquarters and being in front of a camera. This is dreaming, y'all. You got to get back to dreaming because your dreams are your goals. I want you to hear me, and I want you to hear me from your heart, because this ain't just me trying to sell you a program or me trying to sell you a product. It's really me selling you a dream that you gave up on. And let me tell you what happened to me. I'm just sharing this story because it's so big about goal setting and dreaming. I remember when I was about 12 and a half, going on 13, and I came to the conclusion that I was like, my mama's lying. Because the last time she lied, she got like a couple $100 from some people. My grandma gave her money. I think like a couple people gave her money because she was claiming she needed to fly up north to sign the paperwork. This is true. And my mama was like missing in action for like 2 or 3 weeks, right? Come to find out, my mama was around the corner in the dope house for them 2 weeks, getting high with my daddy. So we find out, you know, we were crushed, we were crying, we hate you. But for me, it was like, as a 12-year-old kid, for me, it was like, you just shattered my what?
Dream.
Bingo. I'm just showing you how things happen. Because some of y'all, you're grown, but something shattered your dream 20 years ago. Because you knew deep down inside you supposed to be wealthy, you supposed to live different. You knew maybe how you grew up, it wasn't going to be the way you wanted to live the rest of your life. But sometimes you got to go back to that and say, you know what, let me correct that. And I remember after that happened, guess what happened to me? I quit school. I literally quit school in 6th grade. I eventually went back a couple times, never finished it the right way. But my point is, I quit school. I started getting high. My life just spiraled out of control for the next 8-9 years. I was a drug addict. I was a junkie. I was a street hustler. I was a thug, a vagabond. I was a criminal. I was in and out of jail, I went to a boys' home. All this stuff happened to me. You know why? But I was able, in my clarity of life, where I am now, I was able just within the last few years to clear that line up and go all the way back to realize, when did I give up on my dream? When did I give up on my dream? And it was around 12 or 13 when I gave up on it. Maybe I'm never going to be rich. Maybe it's all a lie. And for 8 years after that, I struggled. It wasn't until I got myself cleaned up, got saved, got filled with the Holy Ghost, got in ministry at 20, 21 years old. We're talking about 24 years ago, that I started trying to rebuild my life and get back into where I knew I should have been. And guess what happened then? I got around church people, Christians, believers in the faith community, who didn't believe in a whole lot of prosperity. They thought the broke you were, the more, and I love a lot of the people that I've been around, but a lot of people that I've been around in ministry in the past were people who just didn't want to be rich. They didn't want to be wealthy. They didn't have my dreams. Let's just be honest. Their dreams were their dreams, but it wasn't mine. I still started back dreaming again. But then I realized, oh, wow, it's similar to what I went through as a child. It's going to be an uphill battle. And so for the last 18 years, since my wife and I have been married, we've been building a life based on dreams, but we had to get clear on that. When me and my wife decided we were going to get married, we used to sit down, we used to talk, we fleshed this thing out. We talked about our dreams. That was one of the first things I told my wife. Listen, I'm not cutting corners. I want it all, honey. She was like, well, shoot, me too. And I was like, well, I'm willing to go get it. I'm a lion. I'm willing to go out here in this jungle and hunt and bring it back. And she's like, well, listen, you go out there and hunt. I just make sure you got a bed to lay in and some Band-Aids. I'll hunt with you now, but some hunts you're going to have to go on your own with my support, knowing that I believe in you. I believe in your dreams. These are conversations that my wife and I had 19 years ago. We've been married 18 years. And why am I sharing all this? What does this have to do with business? Listen, it got everything to do with business. Because if you're listening to me right now and you got a business or a business idea and it ain't making no money, I guarantee if we look at the fault line of your life and go back to a certain moment, you gave up on a dream that your business is suffering for today. I know this is a deep conversation because you may want me to just kind of rah-rah you and motivate you and push you all the way to the end of this mastermind that we hosted. No. You need to get your mind right. You can't get your mind right if you ain't got your dreams right. So you need to take a few moments today, even after this show. Of course, you should be texting the word mastermind to me so that we can give you access to this mastermind for free or for $30, the virtual version. And guess what? You should be considering getting everything we have to offer to you in our one-year business coaching program so you can get back to your dreams. Your kids need you to dream again. Your mama them need you to dream again. Your siblings need you to dream again. That's why most of them look at you as the one, because they know you the one that's going to bring a change. But you can't get to that change because you ain't got back to that dream yet. You dream. Every time you see people on TV, every time you see gurus on the internet, every time you look at social media and you see the rappers and the upcoming celebrities, you like, man, I'm supposed to be that. Well, that's the dream. I got to get back to that. And then when you get back to that, now you like, what do I need to complement my dream? What type of information do I need? What type of people do I need to be around? What type of plans and processes do I need to put together? What type of systems and structures do I need? I want it because I want my dream. So no matter what I got to go through every day to learn, to develop, to grow, to give up, to fix, to pay for, to invest in, to bring around me, to get from around me, it doesn't matter about any of that. You know why? Because I got to do what I got to do to get to my dream. So your goal is a what? A dream with a plan. Does that make sense? So the purpose of a goal is for you to qualify your God-given dreams. So this is why you put a goal together. You put a goal together because you want to qualify your God-given dreams. So once God gives me a dream and I see this bigger picture, how do I qualify that dream? By putting a goal together. And how do I put a goal together? By taking my God-given dreams and converting them into clearly defined plans with information and with mathematics. So if you're taking notes today and you can read what you see is legible on the screen, I want you to write that down. The purpose of your goal is for you to qualify your God-given dream. How are you going to qualify that dream to be a millionaire? I dream to be filthy rich. Qualify it. How am I going to qualify it? By putting that dream of being rich into a clearly defined plan. How am I going to put it into a clearly defined plan? Here's how. With information and mathematics. So now what does the information look like? I'm going to write down as a goal with information, I am filthy rich. I am a millionaire. That's information. But now I got to put something clearly down with mathematics. Now I got to put a number with that. So I'm not going to put down I want to be rich. Because wanting and being are two different things. Right? If we were all at home and we were all on the phone with each other right now saying we want to be in the office, wanting to be in the office and being in the office are two different things. I don't want to be rich, okay? That means I want to move my goal or my dream into the present or even push it into the future. I am a millionaire. I am a millionaire. Now I'm qualifying it with information, but how am I going to quantify it with mathematics? I'm going to quantify it by saying I am a millionaire. That's information. And then quantifying it means I have $1 million, and I'm going to write the $1 million out. $, 1, comma, 0, 0, 0, comma, 0, 0, 0. I want to see the numerical value or the mathematical value of my dream. I don't want to just make an informative statement. I want to have a mathematical equation. So some of you, the biggest change that you're going to make, and I see this with almost all of our clients, the biggest change that you make is when you convert information into mathematics. Every time somebody hears that and finally get it, they tell me, I didn't understand what you were saying until I understood it. So let me say it again. The biggest transition you need to make in your mind is to go from information to what? Mathematics. So if I said, write the statement down, $1 million. So let me write that down right here. $1 million. I'm giving y'all some free game right here. So you see that statement that I just scribbled down? That's $1 million, right? 1 million. But that's information. There are no numbers there. There's no mathematics. So your brain is processing that statement different because it's what? It's information. So now I'm going to write it as an equation. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now look at it. It's the same thing. It's just a different value. So one has information value, the other one has mathematical value. This is how you qualify and quantify your God-given dreams. Because there's only so much I can do with the statement up here. With this statement, $1 million. I can keep reading it. I got $1 million. I got $1 million. I got $1 million. I got $1 million. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. Like, what else can you do other than capitalize it, all caps or all lower caps? It's only so much you can do with that one statement. But with this, guess what you can do? You could start dividing. You can start adding, subtracting, multiplying. Like you can start doing some stuff with that one equation that helps you get closer to, not it, but get closer to where you are and show you the connecting dots. Man, I'm giving y'all some free game right here. So I want to be a millionaire. All right, write it down then. Write it down. I want to be a millionaire. I don't care how many times you write that down. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. $1 million, $1 million. It ain't going nowhere. You got to put it in mathematical equations, because that's where you're going to start breaking it down to bite-sized morsels to see where you are today. And how do you actually get there? Not with information, but how do you get there with math? This is the biggest transformation most people I consult and coach have to go through. You got to go through the transformation of just gathering data in terms of information and intelligence and convert that into mathematics. So here's an exercise. This is some of your homework. We'll revisit it tomorrow. Number one, I want you to write down, what are your business goals? Number two, I want you to write down, what are your financial goals? And here's what I would recommend you do. When you're writing your business and financial goals down, just keep it within the next 4 months. Keep it within the next 4 months. So look behind me. If you see, we have a simple equation for the next 4 months. So you want to write down, like I just showed you on the last page, what are your business goals? What are your financial goals? So we want to write down what our business goals are for the next 4 months. September, October, November, December. September, October, November, December. Write down what your business goals are. Now, what are you going to be writing down? Information, what you want to accomplish. But you also want to write down math. What is the dollar amount? So on this math page, I'm asking 2 questions. How much do you want to make this year? How much do you need to make this year? So how much money, mathematically, don't just keep saying with information, man, I want to be out of debt by December 31st. Man, I want to be full-time in my business by December 31st. Man, I want to be able to have peace and quiet and comfort and have my own house and blah, 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 blah. All that's information. It goes back to this. That's information. We need to get to mathematics. Let's do some math behind how much do you want to make this year in your business, in your personal life? How much do you need to make this year? What do you mean, how much do I want? How much do I need? Well, how much do you want to make? If you want to be full-time in your business and you work on a job right now, how much is it going to cost for you to be full-time in your business? Well, look at how much you're making now. Is what you making now able to pay the bills for you to live and not be struggling? If that's the case, what is that dollar amount? Is it $5,000? If let's say hypothetically it's $5,000, well, that means you want to make this year, or may need to make this year, $20,000 to be able to be full time. See, when I sit down and I talk to somebody and they say, oh, I want to be in my own business. And I say, well, how much are your bills every month? Oh, my bills are $5,000 a month. Okay, so that means if you make $5,000 a month, you could be in your own business. Oh, yeah, all right, well, let's do the math. Let's break that $5,000 down per week. Let's break it down per day. Now we got to take a look at your products and services. I'm pushing ahead too far. I don't want to go too far ahead. Let's just stop with this homework. Write down how much you want to make between now and December. But then I want you to put it against how much you need to make, because those are 2 different numbers. What you want to make by December 31st and what you need to make are 2 different things. Because I already know what some people are going to say. I want to make $1 million. All right, write it down. 1 million. But write it down with an equation. See, I give you in this workbook, I give you an equation. If $50,000 is what you want or need to make in 4 months, that's $12,500 a month for the next 4 months. That's $3,125 a week. That's $442 a day. Whatever your number is, you want to figure that number out. How much do you want to make by December 31st in the next 4 months? And how much do you need to make? Because if you want to make $1 million, but all you need is 22,000 and you could be on your own working, then you need to figure out, how can I get to 22,000? I want $1 million, but I need 22,000. This same math, we go through it regularly too. Me, my team, everybody around me, we do the same math. It's math, and we're going to keep doing the math until we figure it out. There's some things that I want to do this year outside of the money that my company pays me for a salary, outside of the commissions that I get for selling as a lead salesperson in my company. Outside of all that, there's still some things that I want to do that I don't want to use my salary or my commission to do, but I don't know how to get it until I do the math on it. Okay, so everything I want to do, how much is it going to cost to get it done? It's going to cost this dollar amount. So I need this dollar amount between now and the end of December to do everything I want to do between now and the end of December. So now I can divide that number back down to, wow, in order for me to make that kind of money in 4 months, I need this kind of money every month for 4 months, every week for 4 weeks, every week, every day for 7 days. Now it's easier for me to wake up and say, oh, in order for me to get to here to there with a certain dollar amount, every day I got to make this kind of money. Now that's going to push into products and services and other things, but I want you to see, start with the math. So let's go back to the first page. What is a goal? A goal is a what? A dream with a plan. So that means you got to put a plan together based on your dreams, not based on the stuff you just want to get done now. I just got $20,000 worth of debt I want to pay off. That ain't no dream. That's why you're not doing it. Most people who never do what they need to do to complete goals is because the goals were too small. Like, I'm not motivated to wake up to pay off $20,000 worth of credit card debt. And most people will tell you they do not wake up every day with this big goal, this big dream to pay Sally Mae. That's like, I'm waking up every day. All I want to do, all I dream about is paying this student loan off. All I dream about is calling the credit card company and just having it paid off. No, my dream got to be way bigger than a credit card, way bigger than a collection. Way bigger than a foreclosure or repossession or something that's on my report. My dream is way bigger than that. But now I got to qualify my dream with information and quantify it with math. And I got to connect that goal with my business and my finances. If you don't have a business, connect it with your job. Well, they ain't paying no more money. Well, is it a sales department that you can connect with? Maybe you need to be a network marketer on the side. Maybe you need to connect with somebody who got products and services that you can sell while you work your job. But don't just say it ain't no way. There's a way. There's a whole lot of ways. You just don't have a big enough goal to get creative to find the ways. So you qualify your goal with information. You quantify it with the mathematics. But then you got to ask yourself those two questions when you start doing the math. How much do I want to make this year? Well, I got an 18-year plan. That's not what we're talking about right now. Well, for the next 5 years, I want to be this, that, that. We're not talking about that. How much money do you want to make between September 1st and December 31st of 2021? How much money do you need to make between September 1st and December 31st of 2021? And once you get those two numbers, you divide them by the month, by the weeks, by the days to know how much money is that exactly per day. So I got something, I'm giving y'all a real life example. I got a couple things that I want to do, mostly for my wife, but some for myself. That's it's probably gonna cost me about $60,000 between now and the end of the year to do it. You said I told on myself last week. I was talking about 60 grand. Say what now?
I said you be talking too much.
Yeah, I be talking way too much. So I got $60,000 worth of stuff that I want to get done. Just personal stuff I want to do for me and for my wife. Just something I want to do. So it may be in and out, end of the year, it may be $60,000. Well, that means 60,000 divided by 4, that's $15,000 a month. I ain't talking about getting what I'm getting paid or commission right now, what I got going on, pipeline, I need 15,000 new dollars every month for the next 4 months to accomplish something. And the part that's for me is because my birthday is in December, and it's just some things that I want to have for myself. I want my wife to have, because I'm not going to do stuff and she ain't on the same level, because she'll be looking at me like, hold on, dog. Like, you did what for you, and you ain't add me in the deal? You didn't add me to the equation? You see what I'm saying? Because she know I'm a math person. So she know if I figured out a number, she's somewhere in that deal. If it's a $60,000 equation I got, she knows she probably getting like 25 of that. Maybe 35,
50.
Maybe 50. But I'm just showing you how my mind thinks. So $15,000 a month, $1,000 a month, if I divide that by 4, that's $3,750 every week, starting in September, of new money I got to make in order to accomplish a few big goals. Because they're big dreams. I'm just dreaming. So it's not that I need that. I just really, really, really want it. But the dream is big enough beyond that. I got bigger dreams than that. So this dream doesn't like suffocate me because I got billion-dollar dreams. But at least I can grab hold of to the number and say, oh my God, when I walk in here the first day of September, I'm thinking about not what I'm already doing. Not what I already got going on. I'm thinking about that extra $3,750. Because now I got to make some sales. I got to get my little commission. And I got to push that commission over here, over here, over here. See if I can pull off 60 grand in 4 months. That's the way you do it. And guess what? We'll get into more conversations tomorrow. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on, okay, once you come up with the number, then what do? I'm going to show you how to connect that to products and services. I'm going to show you how to make sure that you have the right prices so you can push enough to see enough activity when you start marketing and selling yourself. And I'm going to show you how to build an infrastructure out for yourself and for your business and your finances so that you could create this systematic flow to make it easier for you to do it. And guess what? You might not always hit your goal, but what if I don't hit 60 grand just from this want? What if I just hit 33? Well, it's not like I lost, because my goal for this particular area was big enough that I wanted, that gave me enough speed and momentum and fuel and lift that, wow, I landed at 33. I can still make something happen. That's how you do it. So for those of you that have been watching, you've been enjoying today's show. All this week, I told you what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking to you on sections that we covered this past Saturday in our 4 to 5 hour business coaching mastermind. I'm going to be talking to you about that. All right. So if you want access to this mastermind, I'm giving you an offer, 2 offers really. You can get access to our business coaching mastermind. It's the recorded version, because we've recorded it and we've uploaded it to our platform with the manual. You can actually download the manual and get access to it and walk through it with me, and I walk you through each phase and stage. You're going to learn so much just in this one mastermind. But you can text the word mastermind to me today. And if you text the word mastermind, we'll reach back out to you. We're giving 2 offers. We'll give you an offer to get it for free, or we'll give you an offer to get access to the virtual version for $30. It's up to you. All you have to do is text the word mastermind to 404-478-7213. Now, for those of you that want to take your training and your learning and your education to the next level, because you know you need more than just 4 hours of training. You know you need Ramon more than just 4 hours. We have a 1-year business coaching program. And I promise you, you might not know me, but I promise you, even if you know me but don't know how I move, I promise you, this 1-year business coaching program is going to end. And the opportunity that we're providing to the people who are joining this program, they're going to look back and share with the world and say it was actually the best. I'm already getting people telling me that. I had 2 people to tell me Saturday But somebody came back yesterday at the church and reiterated on the fact that, number one, Apostle Ramon, you're too low. Your prices are too low. You're giving too much away for your programs. And not only is it too low, but she was saying to me, and the other person said it to me in a different way, that once the world gets a whiff of what you're providing and what you're actually teaching people, like, it's going to be over. Like, you're going to go from like 4 people on your team to 40 people overnight. You're going to go from 3 or 4 deals here, 3 or 4 deals there to like 300 or 400 because people are going to flood to get that information. So for those of you that would like access to our 1-year business coaching program, I'm showing you what you get access to. You get an initial one-on-one coaching session. I'm going to take about 2 hours once you sign up, and I'm going to walk you through the process of figuring out what your goals are. We're going to put a game plan together. We're going to identify with the opportunities that you have, whether it's for sales systems, marketing systems. You might need a holding company structured. You might need to know about QuickBooks and financial systems and tax strategies. You may have 1 or 2 LLCs already started, but you don't know if they're structured right. We flesh all that out in the initial one-on-one coaching session. Once we flesh that out, we put you on our 52-week program. That includes 52 weeks of live Zoom coaching calls. So every Monday, like today at 5 o'clock, you're going to be able to get access to listen to me teach on a certain lesson for about an hour. And then we open up for a Q&A. So you get to ask questions on things that you might be working on or might just want answers to. We give you 52 weeks of live virtual training assignments because we give you 1 year access to our blueprint game plan. This is a separate program that we charge up to $2,500 currently for 1 year access to. We give you free access to that for a year while you're a member of our 1 year coaching program. We also give you access to 4 quarterly masterminds. So just like the mastermind I'm talking about, you can attend 4 of those per year for free. We actually give you an option to invite one of your team members or a few of your team members if you need to. We just need to know so that we can prepare to accommodate them. We also give you access to 4 quarterly VIP workshops. So now you're able to not only get to masterminds, but you come into the workshops and we teach you the nuts and bolts of sales and marketing and holding companies and structuring and financial systems. We basically give you all the pieces of the puzzle you need to help you put a blueprint together and a game plan so you can be successful. So that's our 1 year business coaching program. If you want access to that 1 year business coaching program, or if you want to get more information on it, text the word coaching. Text the word coaching. Text the word coaching to 404-478-7213. That's all you have to do. Text the word mastermind or coaching to 404-478-7213. So tomorrow we're going to get back into the goal setting. And also tomorrow, let me show you. We'll revisit the goal setting. But tomorrow we're going to go into the scheduling. Okay, he's there? All right, I got to go. I have a client waiting on me. We have a 1 o'clock. I'm already 8 minutes behind. So I love y'all. I look forward to hearing from you. If there's anything we can do for you or any answers we can give you, please do me a favor. Text coaching or mastermind to the number. Look in the comments, click the links, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time, right here on the Ramonepreston Show.